Since this is the last season for many players, there's a lot for them to look back on during this turbulent season. Moments ago, a woman was thrown from her vehicle and her children wait to see if she survived. Just received this civil rights lawsuit from Occupy Tucson against the city, and if you look further into it, they're not only suing the city, but they're also suing the mayor and council. And this is just the sort of thing that they've installed at the Santa Cruz apartments to get people to get out and exercise. And it's real simple. You use your smartphone, you scan the QR code, and in a few seconds, destination Tucson. This right here is an A-10 aircraft similar to those that were maintained by the crew here today. Moments ago, there was a powerful storm that literally knocked down these power poles and created quite a scene, knocking out electricity for everyone in the area. Standing here at the stadium where we've just got word that Mike Stoops has been let go as University of Arizona's head coach. The recent crash in Reno's left the local flying community pretty shaken up. Tonight, a local pilot is speaking out. Traffic investigators say that it was here that the bicyclist was hit and then transported to UMC. They're mad at corporate greed and believe 1% of our population controls most of the nation's capital.
Our motto a little bit to address what we've been chanting. So it's everyone.
This is Occupy Tucson in Armory Park, where they've camped here to prove this point. But according to Matthew Pence, it hasn't been half bad, and not your typical protest.
It's kind of like a big sleepover, except for the fact that we go out and make noise in the daytime now.
Besides the snoring, one of the only complaints from this protest is the citations from cops. Occupiers stormed in on a city council meeting last Tuesday to voice their frustrations for violating curfew. Other than that, they've had no beef with the police.
They're prosecuting us. They are very, 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 very nice to us.
One cop even came by yesterday. He's like, "Hey guys, tell me if you need anything."
They've bonded over their experiences, even giving their citations their own nickname.
"How many badges of honor have you gotten yet, Nikki?" And like, "Oh, 2, you know." And he's like, "How many you got?" 5. All 5 for every night. All 5 for every night.
There's a prayer circle for those that don't want the citations. Larson says she deserves a citation and wants it so people know how many of them broke the law. Regardless, it's become part of their routine.
And then at 10:30 they come and they go, "Okay, citation time, line up." And so we line up.
And it's become their home in all ways.
Are you occupying Tucson? Are you occupying Tucson? It's like one big family here. Everyone takes care of each other.
And they've made good friends.
5 days ago.
But they only live in the park on weekends.
Kind of different going back and forth because it's like, this is so like a closed like community and everything, and then you get back out there and you're like, oh, this is the real world out here.
And they're here to stay, just until they get their message across. Reporting, I'm Caitlin Wilenchik for Journalism 385.
We want to give our debts to you.
They're thanking God for giving them a good life, the day before Thanksgiving. This is Southminster Presbyterian Church's Mentor Kids USA program in South Phoenix. Mentor Kids USA offers a safe place and mentors for kids in the middle of a dangerous area. Temptations for bad behavior are everywhere. In fact, across from the church, volunteers are aware illegal drugs are sold. One of the goals is to make sure these kids are not a product of a bad environment.
It's about growing within their element, but learning to make the right choices because they've developed character and esteem and confidence and a voice and a belief in who they are. So no matter what element they're in, they'll still succeed.
South Phoenix isn't all that bad. While emphasizing the children's esteem, the program tries to emphasize benefits to living in the area.
There's a wealth of gifts in this community. They far outweigh the deficiencies, and I look forward to seeing more of us talk about the strengths rather than the weaknesses.
They even have a community garden now at the church to help combat heart disease in the area where it's prominent, and it helps promote healthy eating. The program also steps in where parents might be lacking.
Most children here, their parents work and they'd have to go home and be by themselves.
Some of our families are dealing with parents that are raising their children alone. We have parents that are actually grandparents that are raising their children, or a ex-offender who's just come home, or a incarcerated parent or a parent struggling with substance or alcohol abuse or some type of domestic violence situation. Not all of them are in these situations, but why we're here is to address those that are.
And parents are dedicated to the program and what it has to offer.
I think it's really great for anybody that may need some help, as far as keeping their kids or can't afford daycare or anything. They can bring their kids here and with no problem.
And the kids seem to like it too.
I like to play with everyone, do my homework.
And they know someone's looking after them.
I think you guys God takes care of us.
God takes care of us. How does God take care of you?
He fights.
Reporting from South Phoenix, I'm Caitlin Wilenchik.